Hey guys, I'm Philia and welcome to the very first episode of Hair Chats. And Hair Chats is basically me just doing my hair, talking about anything, probably mostly television. So on this episode, we are gonna talk about The Summer I Turned Pretty. And The Summer I Turned Pretty was a book by Jenny Han that turned into a TV show. And I binge watched it like the moment it came out. I binge watched it the moment it came out, and I'm gonna tell you about it. So, just for background on my hair, this is just a 2-day old mini twist. I would keep it longer, but the thing is, the mini twists are not like mini twisting like I want them to, and it's hard to like put them up and do stuff. So, I might just wear a twist out for a couple of days and then braid it up into like a style. So, right now, I'm just unraveling the mini twist. And yeah, so as I was saying, The Summer I Turned Pretty was a book by Jenny Han that got turned into a TV show. And if I'm being very honest, I did not care for the book. I thought the first book was kind of boring, so I never thought, or I have the first book, so since I thought the first book was very boring, I never thought to get the other two because I didn't care to. So that's no disrespect to Jenny Han. It's just like if you have millions of people who like the book. So if you like it, you like it. I was bored. I'm sorry, I was so bored. Um yeah, so I kind of knew what happened in the first book, and she said season 1 is going to be book 1, which is it's cool. It's cool. I'm glad that they found enough material to make it to 7 episodes, and maybe that's why I like the TV show better than the book. Because since they had to do other things, it made it a little bit more interesting. So, okay, let's start. So the TV show, I didn't even know it was out. That's the thing, until I saw it all over my FYP. I had no idea that people were talking about it. But then when I saw it, I was like, okay, it's 7 episodes, like 42 minutes each. Like I can finish that, because all TV shows want to be so short these days. But like, I mean, even though I'm gonna get to this in the end, but even though I wanted more episodes, like I'll get to it in the end. So right now I'm just gonna go over the characters, and the first character I'm gonna touch on is Jeremiah. So Jeremiah is like he's the nice guy, he's the fun one, he's the one who's best friends with Belly, he's the one who welcomes her with open arms. They've always they're best friends, you know? But underneath all of that, you could see, I think people are trying to be like blind to it, but you can see that Jeremiah liked Belly. You could see it. And I think Jeremiah liked Belly this whole time. I don't think it's just when she turned pretty, you know? I think he liked her this whole time. They made Jeremiah bisexual in the show. Cool. I love it. And I was saying on my TikTok that could open the door for him to have like a male love interest. Low key, I don't know if it was just me, but I thought him and Steven were gonna have a thing. I don't know. It's only season 1. But yeah, him and because him and Jeremiah were like really cool friends, and you know, they were really cool friends, and I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who saw the tension, maybe, but yeah. So then they made him bisexual, which was cool. I like that, and he's friends with Belly, and then a little, maybe halfway through the show, you could see his feelings for Belly like grow because he sees her with Conrad and all that stuff. Which, you know, jealousy is not a good color on anyone. So that's what I'm going to say. But I do think all of his feelings were valid. And I personally like Jeremiah, and I was rooting for Jeremiah. I just didn't like how he kind of manipulated some situations. Especially like when he told Nicole, I believe that was her name. He told Nicole, like, hey, why don't you ask Conrad to go see Frank Ocean and all that stuff? Like, that was kind of, you know, manipulating the situation in his favor, which I didn't like. Also, if you hear banging in the background, sorry, that's my cat. it's not his time to get out yet, so he just keeps banging and banging. So when he manipulated some situations, I was just like, okay, big dude, like, let's not. And then when he finally admitted what he felt for Belly, that was cute. Was there chemistry between them? No, because I just feel like Belly's never gonna see Jeremiah like that, so she couldn't even really fake it if she tried, you know? So I didn't see the chemistry between them. Okay, so when I say I'm rooting for Jeremiah, I am rooting for Jeremiah. But do I think Belly's ever gonna choose him? Which I know in the books that she doesn't. Yeah, no, she's not gonna choose him. So when I'm going throughout this series, I'm just like, I kind of get sad for Jeremiah, because I know, like, you can see the difference in feelings. Even though I said I love Jeremiah, Team Jeremiah, him and Belly, it's not gonna happen. So yeah, but I really liked his personality. I thought he was cool, and I really liked how they handled his sexuality. It was just known throughout before we even met him, and maybe just said in passing in like another episode, and I really liked that, and kind of opened the door for new love interests and all that stuff. You know what, should I go throughout the whole show? I probably should. So then when he's finally with Belly, okay, so when Nicole leaves Belly and her friend, and then they both show up, and Nicole chooses to go with Jeremiah, it kind of just put the dagger in my heart a little bit more, because I know that she's trying to feel something for Jeremiah that she just doesn't, you know? And so that was the scene. That was kind of like, when they were kissing, I'm like, Belly, you don't really, like, do you know in One Tree Hill, when Lucas Scott thinks that he's in love with thinks he likes all these girls, but he really doesn't. He just likes Peyton, and is just, like, kind of using these other girls as, like, a right now thing. And this is not me disrespecting Belly, guys. This is not me disrespecting Belly. But she knows that she really doesn't feel strongly for Jeremiah like that. So, yeah. In the end, when Jeremiah found out about his mom, that was very, very sad. That was very, very sad. When he fought Conrad, I think he had the right to fight Conrad. Like, Conrad shouldn't have kept it a secret, but I understood why he kept it a secret. At least not from your brother, you know. You told a stranger before your brother, but okay. But yeah, so that's Jeremiah. So let's go to Conrad. And oh my gosh, guys, my Conrad opinions on TikTok have gotten huge. Okay, let me clear it up. My Conrad opinions have gotten me into some trouble. So basically, Conrad is all right. Okay, Conrad is all right. You know, he's cool. He's a teenager. He's a teenage boy. He's dealing with a lot of shit. You know, I know that. So let me just state this, because yes, throughout the whole show, I knew in the back of my mind, because I read the first book, so I knew he knew about his mother. I knew he was keeping that a secret. But even still, I was just like, okay, like, I'm so sorry. Conrad is just, he's a teenager, and I think people expect us to, like, give him some grace, and I understand, like, I'm giving him a little grace. I understand. But, like, and people saying, oh, he's a teenage boy dealing with his mother, and that's cool. And all of these teen dramas we watch, they're all teenagers dealing with a lot. And we critique them too. So, like, what's the difference between Conrad? Like, I know maybe this is not even comparable, but Elena literally watched her aunt die, like, in front of her face. And in season 1, she was the target of 2 freaking old-ass vampires trying to woo her, like, and people hate her. But do you know how much trauma Elena Gilbert's been through? Like, and people hate her. Sorry, I'm not trying to make this into a Vampire Diaries video, but didn't Damon literally, like, snap her brother's neck in front of her? Like, and then people always on TikTok making fun of Elena. No, Damon, no, like, it's like, okay, him knowing about his mom's cancer, okay. Okay, that sounds a little heartless. But okay, so Conrad. Yeah, so I knew what he was going through since the beginning. Did I still think it was okay for him to like talk to Belly in some sort of ways? Like, no, I don't. I really, really don't. And I think he should have fixed that attitude. Um, who else? Um, I liked how he was with Cleveland. So I don't believe Cleveland was a character in the books because I don't think we ever saw Conrad's like perspective in the books. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we ever saw his perspective in the book. So him going off with Cleveland doing the sailing thing, it was really a nice way to get his opinion and to get his point of view and the different situations of what's going on, which I really, really liked. When he had his panic attack, I'm glad Cleveland was there to help him through it, and I'm glad Cleveland was there just in general for him to talk to, because in the show you need that, you know, to get your message across or whatever. So overall, and like how I explained on my TikToks, I'm really not big on the like, okay, how do I word this without people coming for me? I'm really not big on like the distant boyfriend, you know, and or mysterious. I know he's not mysterious, he's just hurting, but the mysterious, like rude, kind of like dismissive, I'm really not into that. I'm really, really not. So that was something that I didn't like about Conrad. Do I think he's gonna end up with Belly? Yes. But what if, honestly, guys, theory one, what if Belly ends up with no one? Or Billy ends up with someone new. I know they're probably not going to do that because they're probably going to follow the books. But I heard in the books that her and Conrad get married? What kind of nonsense is that? Anyways, so what if they're basically just like, what if they're basically find a new person and insert himself in the books and Billy falls in love with them? Or what if she just chooses herself? You know, because Belly is young. They're young, you know? So I wonder how it's going to end the same way it did in a book written years ago. So, just a theory. But Conrad, yeah, when he crashed Belly's date, or when he suggested to go where Belly is, that irritated me even more. But yeah, Conrad is Conrad, and I don't hate him. I just want to say it on record that I don't hate him. I dislike some parts of his character, but it doesn't mean I dislike his character as a whole. And I'm gonna end it on that. Next is Belly. I like Belly. I think the actress they got to play her, she's so pretty, and I love her voice. It's like, I don't know, I love her voice. So I think she's cool. She's a teenage girl. So what I say, all that I say is that she's a teenage girl, and I know she's a teenage girl. So her having these feelings for Conrad or being in love with Conrad her whole life is gonna be different. Like I was saying, if you hear that cat outside my door meowing, I'm so sorry. But like I was saying, Belly is she's a teenage girl, and she has feelings, and she's been in love with Conrad her whole life. And I honestly understand how that feels to have a crush on someone not my whole life. Ugh. Not my whole life, but to feel so strongly for someone, and we all, and through the flashbacks we've seen that Conrad wasn't like that, you know. He was a happy kid, and that's who she fell in love with. But I'm just afraid that Conrad is going to be when people make characters who are only and solely in love with one person, that gives them room or a lot of leeway for the other person to really be whoever he wants to be in a mean way, and will automatically be forgiven, because it's like, this isn't you, I know you, this isn't you. And it's just, and I don't like that, you know. I don't want Belly to be blinded by I don't want Belly to be blinded by Conrad. I never want that. I want her to find a guy who likes her and who is working really hard for her, and who doesn't, in every relationship you have to try, but who doesn't have to, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like you guys could fill in the blanks. But yeah, so Conrad being that, I'm just afraid for Belly's heart. And I know in the different books, like Jeremiah like cheats on her or whatever, and oh, spoilers by the way, but these books been out for years, I'm sorry. So I know in the later books, like, Jeremiah cheats on her and, you know, like, does her dirty or whatever, and then Conrad like swoops in or whatever. And I think the books, you know, I think the book and the show, I don't know, wait, let me not say the show, but I think the book is designed for Belly and Conrad, because, you know, they end up together. So it kind of doesn't matter what they do. They're just going to be together. And I don't know if they're going to do it different in the show, but I hope they do. I hope these two guys aren't the end all be all for her, if that makes sense. I hope these two guys aren't the I have to have them or I'll have no one for her. I hope, and I think it's because she's young, and maybe I just want her to experience more things, but I want her to experience more things and see what else is out there. You know, these guys shouldn't be everything. You know, Christina's speech, he is not the sun. Like, I want her to be the sun and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that, guys. This is just my fantasy brain. So Steven, you know, he's just the brother. Like, what can you really say about Steven? He's just the big brother who is very annoying at times, but also, like, it seems like he's like really, really cool with his sister's friends, are really, really cool with Conrad and Jeremiah, especially Jeremiah. And in his storyline, we don't really get a Steven storyline in the books. The only one that I kind of know of in the books is him and the friend. I think that happened. But other than that, I don't really know. So this whole Shayla thing, Shayla is not even a character in the books. So but I liked how they did it. I liked him having his own storyline, and I kind of liked the route that he was gonna go on. Him being with Shayla. Am I wrong? But is Shayla and Belly supposed to be the same age? Because is it just me? But Shayla gives me like older vibes, you know. But yeah, so basically, him and Shayla have this thing where he doesn't have enough money, but Shayla does, and they go through this whole thing. You know, I'm just gonna mix him and Shayla together. So I liked Shayla. I didn't have a problem with her. I thought she was cool. And basically, yeah, there's not much to say. Like, there's 7 episodes. Steven, I think he's cool. I think the way sometimes how he treats Belly, like, I think Belly has been going to the same summer with them since they were like born, right? So I feel like the way he treats them when it comes to maybe social situations, like, I get that's your sister, but like, she's her own human, and she can, like, you know, do what she wants. You know, I get it. He's a protective big brother. But still, yeah. Him and that Shayla thing, him losing all his money, I knew, oh my God, I knew that was gonna happen. But yeah, he was very, oh, him kissing the best friend, I don't have her on my list. Him kissing the best friend, I mean, okay, I think that's gonna come back in season 2. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. I think that's gonna come back in season 2 because the way that the best friend talked about Steven, and the way that even though Steven said I love you to Shayla, which was so soon. But the thing is, I feel like, so since it was like 7 episodes, you really don't get the whole feel and the entirety of summer. So maybe that's why I'm thinking like things are fast, because how long was he with Shayla, like genuinely, like officially, you know? That's what I want to know. Also, that's it on Steven. I really don't have enough lots to say. So Laurel, the mom, I liked her. She can kind of be like really like jabby and rude at times, especially when it came to the debutante ball. Like there's some I'm not like the other girl characters who just like to shit on whatever is girly, and who just like to shit on whatever is girly just for like the fun of it and think it's like cute or whatever. But I didn't think it was cute. Like when she was like, oh, the debutante is just for like brainless people, I'm like, we didn't have to be like that. I really liked her relationship with Conrad. It was cute. Her in Cleveland, I was here for it. When she hooked up with him in the car, I was like, okay, Miss Laurel, do your thing. Yeah, and I really loved her relationship with Susanna, because you can really see in every like glance she gave Susanna, you knew like that is her best friend, and she's just sitting there like watching her suffer and go through all of this stuff, you know? And that's just so sad. It was really, really just so sad, because how do you say goodbye? You know, when you have all of these amazing memories with this person, how do you say goodbye? So I think she portrayed that feeling really, really well, and I applaud her for that. So Susanna, you know, but yeah. So on the TV show Susanna, she was all right. She just wanted everything to be perfect. She knew she was dying, and she's just trying to spend her last days trying to make it very special for all of the kids, and you know, and just doesn't want anybody to worry, which I totally understand where she was coming from. Yeah. So Shayla, I think I mixed it up. I'm looking at my notes. I think I mixed Shayla up with Steven. So Cameron, honorable mention, Cameron, the cutest, the sweetest kid. Let's just talk about him, because I think he was so amazing and so gracious. And when Belly let him down, he took it gracefully, you know. He didn't sit there and argue, and he wasn't sitting there like, why me? Why not me? Why can't you love me? Why is it not me? I liked how he just said it, you know. He's like, okay then. Thank you for telling me. And yeah, I think he had a cute voice too. Someone pointed out that on my TikTok that he sounded like Noah Centineo, and I think that's what it was. I think that's where his voice sounded so familiar to me. But I think I can't really say a lot about Cameron because he wasn't really there for a long time. But like, he was cute, and I like how he liked Belly, and he went for it, and he missed, but it was cute. And so overall, the show as a whole, it was all right. This show is in the realm of teen dramas, and teen dramas are teen dramas. So when I grade shows, I grade them on what genre they're in. So since this is a teen drama, I look at other shows in teen dramas and see where would this fall on the scale. So I don't think it was that bad. I really don't. I think it was fun. It was cute. It was like summer loving, you know? Do I think it's like one of the best? No. Yeah. That's all I have to say. And also, here's me wishing. So I think every time I do this, I'm gonna do like a wishing category, what I wished would have happened. So what I wished would have happened was there was more episodes, and I wish they treated it like a soapy teen drama. That's what I wish. So like imagine The Summer Returns Pretty, but it's like 15 plus episodes, and it was more soapy and just more dramatic, and it didn't really follow the first. It could follow the first book, but there was more ins and outs of it, you know? There was more meat, you know? Let's in every situation they had on the show, let's go into it a little more, you know? Let's go into it a little more. I feel like having a show be 7 episodes and 42 minutes long, I feel like that can't properly convey the longness, even though summer can be short, but summer is months. I feel like that doesn't properly convey the long, I don't think longness is a word, of summer, you know? So having it turn into this soapy teen drama with these girls and these 2 guys, I think that would have been interesting. Like having it be multiple episodes and where it doesn't feel like you're in a rush, where you're just watching it, where it's just cool, you know? I miss shows with, I miss you guys, I miss shows with with more episodes. But yeah, that's gonna be my one wish. It was just longer. Oh, also the music. Like, I know y'all got clearance for everything. Y'all music budget. I don't know what the music budget was, but y'all put every single song in that hole. Every single song, every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes. This is how a scene would be. Someone would walk up and be like, I remember how we felt sitting by the water. You put your arm around me for the first time. And then it will just cut out. Like, bro, I'm sorry, whoever engineered that shit, I think they need to make it a little bit smoother for season 2. But other than that, it's cute. The cast behind the scenes, Jenny Han posting her little things. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Too bad I didn't finish this twist out. You know what? I'm just gonna come back with the finished twist out. So this is a product of that twist out, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you want to like, comment, and subscribe, that'll be great. And thank you for watching Hair Chats.